Hello everybody. Today unfortunately I can't be here, so we are going to work on this video. So everything I do on the video I expect you doing on your paper. You will have homework at the end of this. Please feel free to pause the video as you need to finish writing down the notes or completing an example. So today we're going to be using our new book that we received on Friday. We're starting on page 16. What today's lesson is utilizing is powers. That's what we're talking about today. So we're learning about powers. So in our book, it tells us that a product of repeated factors can be represented as a power. That is using an exponent and a base. So we always refer to as this large number is the base, and this little number is the exponent. So this is read 2 to the fourth. 2 to the fourth. The exponent, the 4, is how many times I multiply. When we write it, 2 to the fourth as 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, that is expanded form. When we write it 2 to the fourth, this is exponential. And if we were to actually calculate on our calculator, which we're going to learn in a little bit how to do, 2 to the fourth equals 16. So the 16 is standard form. So our first example here has -2 times -2 times -2 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. These parentheses are very, very important because that means I'm raising the whole -2 to a power. And the 3 isn't negative, it's positive, so I don't need parentheses. When in doubt, use parentheses. So here I have 3 -2's, so that's -2 to the third. Notice the exponents outside the parentheses, times 3 to the fourth. What I'm talking about with the parentheses is let's do -3 squared in parentheses versus -3 squared without parentheses. -3 squared in parentheses means -3 times -3, which is 9. If I don't have the parentheses, -3 squared, that means -3 times 3, which is -9. So see the difference? That's why those parentheses are so very, very important. So now we're going to continue with the example below. Here I have all variables. Multiplication is commutative, remember? So I can rearrange that as they've done here, where they put the a's together and the b's together. And a times a is a squared, b times b is b cubed. Now I want you to pause the video and do these problems. Then come back. So right now you're going to pause. Welcome back. So letter A, that's 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2 times 1/2. If I write 1/2 to the fourth, that is only going to raise the 1 to the power of 4. In order to show that it's the whole fraction, you need it in parentheses. Here I have 3 4s, so that's 4 to the third times 5 squared. Letter C, I'm going to rearrange it and put all my m's together and then my n's together. So this is m to the third times n squared. So now we're going to evaluate. Evaluate means find the value. So we're going to put them in standard form. Now on our calculator, to do this problem, what you would do is you would do parentheses, -2 thirds, close parentheses. And then you should have a button that looks like this. It's called the caret, and then 4. Enter, and it should give you the answer. So please do these, and then come back. So 4 to the 4th means 4 times 4 times 4 times 4, which if I do 4 to the 4th on my calculator, it's going to tell me, I lost my calculator. There it is. Sorry about that. So 4 to the 4th is 256. Yeah, remember this is -2 6 times. So -2 6 times, you should know that that's going to be a positive. But if you do -2 in parentheses on your calculator to the 6th power, it'll tell you it's positive 64. How we can tell is a negative to an even power is positive, always. Here I'm going to do 1/5 to the 3rd. So again, on my calculator, I'm going to do 1/5 inside parentheses to the 3rd power. And I get 1 over 125. Ooh. My pen is being weird. There we go. Let's erase what I just did. I don't know what I did. I don't know what happened there. So excuse me. Let's erase all those crazy marks that. Let's go back. So that's 1 over 125. Because what that's doing is 1/5 times 1/5 times 1/5. I multiply 1 times 1 times 1, I get 1. 5 times 5 times 5, I get 125. So example 4 is a word problem. And it says that the deck of the skateboard area has an area of 2 to the 5th times 7 square inches. What is the area? So that means 2 to the 5th, I'm going to do 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, which is 32, and then times 7, so it's 224. So here, please do this problem, pause, or pausing, and then come back, and we will look at the answer. So welcome back. So I'm going to do 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 5 times 5 times 7. Well, 2 times 2 times 2 is 8 times 3. 5 times 5 is 25 times 7. And I do that on my calculator because order of operations says I do exponents first. 4,200. Last is when we substitute. Always, 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 always put it in parentheses. So here, parentheses weren't absolutely necessary because they're positive numbers. So 3 squared plus 5 squared, I square both and add. Substitute. Here I want to subtract first because it's inside parentheses. And then square, and I get 4, because -2 squared is -2 times -2. Last problem, so you're going to pause one last time, do these, and then come back. So welcome back. Remember, I always put it in parentheses. So this is -4 cubed plus 9 squared. -4 cubed, my calculator using the caret button, is -64 plus 81, which is 17. Here, it's -4 plus 9 cubed. I do what's inside parentheses first, so -4 plus 9 is 5. So that's 5 cubed. Here I'm going to do 9 cubed minus, always substitute in parentheses, -4 squared minus 2 I start inside my parentheses doing exponents first. So negative 4 squared is negative 4 times negative 4, which is positive 16. 16 minus 2 is 14. Now I want to do 9 cubed. I do that on my calculator, which is 9 times 9 times 9, or 9 cubed, which is 729, minus 14. I get 715. If you have any questions, I should be back tomorrow. Have a good day. Your homework, which is what you're to do for the rest of the period, is page 19 through 21, 1 through 13, 16 through 21.